Welcome to our maiden episode of Family Watch, your weekly source of information and inspiration on parenting, marriage, and Catholic family life. I am your host, Lennon Ramirez, and with me are my co-hosts, Gil Gonzales and Manjoe Mendoza.
Thank you, Lennon, for inviting me. As you know, this is a very important topic. No? Marriage and parenting, as you know, is no joke. And it is one of the most challenging vocations one can have. Since time immemorial, imagine panahon pa ni Adam and Eve, nag-away na yung mga anak, di ba? And ended up in a tragic case. Even more so today, due to the shifting norms and value system that attacks the family. That's our greatest fear, that the attack is on the family. And now you have social media, the reality of internet and so on. And alam mo naman, you don't need a college degree to get married or be a parent. And I'm so happy, that guys like you are out there to help parents, no? To make parenting less stressful. The probability of success is higher. And if there's less stress, there's more fun. So thank you.
We hope our discussions here will encourage you as parents to think about your mission and the things that matter most: forming children with character and conscience, faithful to the values and the religious convictions that you have taught them, and leading your family to eternal happiness in heaven.
So, Hill and Manjo, what can our viewers expect from Family Watch?
Well,
Well,
very exciting. There'll be interviews with simple dads from all walks of life, but have a common passion on how to, lead a family better. So yun lang. So expect very interesting discussions and interviews with dads and fathers from all walks of life.
aside from dads like us, we will have interviews with resource persons like counselors, mentors, psychologists, psychiatrists, book authors, parenting experts, and educators on issues that parents deal with relating to their roles as spouses, parents, and mentors.
Well, me, even as a single guy, I'm looking forward to learning from our marriage episodes that are really aimed to improve couple cooperations and communication, well, to manage the challenges of life as a couple, and to enhance marital relationships. And, well, let's get on with this. No? So, I was thinking actually kung paano natin to sisimulan itong discussion na to. And, well, actually, pagdating sa kamatayan, hindi talaga alam ng mga bata kasi kung anong kamatayan eh. And well, pag iniisip ng bata ang kamatayan, ang usually sagot nila ay ano 'yun? Or okay, wala si mommy pero kailan sila babalik, 'di ba? So, ang hirap ng tanong na ito, no? At ang mas mahirap is paano natin sasagutin, no? Paano natin sasabihin sa bata na hindi na babalik si mama or si tita or si kuya. So, given that, no? Nung kayo, paano niyo nalaman ang katotohanan ng kamatayan?
Kung ang sa akin, ang una kong experience sa kamatayan is the death of my lolo and then my lola and well, uh, although tinuturo naman sa eskwela because we went to Catholic school. So tinuturo sa amin na well, is death is passage, is the passage, it's not the end, it's the passage to eternity, and that hopefully that eternity will be heaven, di ba? Ganun kasimple.
Okay. So,
Well,
go ahead.
well, in my case, well, I guess three brief, quick examples, three occasions. One was my sister. When she was born, she lived, I think, for just a few minutes, and then she died. There were complications, and I was 9 years old, and my father was not there at the time, and I had to be the one to go to the mortuary, and pick the coffin and what but for some reason there was no emotional thing in it, no, no drama,
Mm.
except well, like Manjoe and my Lola died the same year because she was rather close to me, very affectionate. Then you see, no, yeah, in the wake, people are crying, and the people are really affected and grieving. Ang third ko, medyo dramatic, my when my uncle was shot by his wife who had a mental case, no. And first time siyang nilagay, I saw in a coffin yung full body from head to foot. Natakot ako for some time, for some time. I had fear of going to funerals. So, so from the no drama to the rather very dramatic. But yun nga, as you go through it, a great deal of the end was, for my parents, joining them at funerals, and of course the formation we got from school.
So, bale, coming off from that, no, na nung bata ka, hindi mo pa naiintindihan kung bakit may umiiyak, bakit may casket, kumbaga, no? So, paano mo nalaman kung anong ibig sabihin talaga nito? In-explain ba to sa'yo?
Ah, kung sa akin hindi eh. Sa parents ko I didn't get anything kasi well my mom was sick for a long period of time, no? So my dad was really busy, parang ano siya eh, tatay at nanay sabay eh. So kung yung usual na ina-expect mo magulang magpapaliwanag sa iyo kung tungkol sa
Yeah.
kamatayan, hindi nangyari sa kaso ko 'yon. Pero ito lang lately na parang nabuo sa akin na okay, naintindihan ko yung kamatayan kasi since sabi ko nga nagkasakit ang nanay ko ng matagal na panahon since 1975, no, tapos namatay ang nanay ko this year. So inalagaan siya ng tatay ko, um, tapos ang nanay ko in and out sa ospital din eh. So kumbaga na-prepare kami. Tapos siyempre yung malaki kong pamilya, lahat ng mga anak ko alam nila na anytime ang lola nila po pwedeng mamatay, no? So anong ginagawa namin as a family? Pinagdarasal namin nanay ko sana pagbigyan pa siya ng mas mahabang panahon. But fate would have it, kinuha siya ni Lord last May. Tapos, since pandemic nga, tingin ko kakaiba yung experience namin eh. In-expect namin nanay ko pag mamatay sa ospital kasi ang dami niyang health condition. Tapos, yung nanay ko namatay in her sleep. No? Tapos, hindi kami po pwedeng magburol kasi bawal. No?
Mm-mm.
So, sinabi ko doon sa mortuary, wag niyo muna pong kunin. We want to spend a few hours with my mom. Tapos, nandun sa kwarto ng nanay ko, nagkukumpulan yung mga anak ko. They were stroking her sa ulo, sa kamay, na parang buhay pa siya, no? So
Mm-mm.
parang sabi ko siguro na naintindihan ng mga anak ko yung tunay na ibig sabihin ng kamatayan dahil parang they were saying goodbye na goodbye for now, lola. Tapos yung the whole time hanggang habang hinintay namin yung pick up sa kanya, we were praying the rosary. Lahat kami in sequence. So parang tuloy-tuloy walang patid na rosaryo. So sabi ko, sige, sa tingin ko naintindihan ng mga anak ko yung ibig sabihin ng kamatayan, that it is a passage.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, ang haba ng shinare ko.
Tama yan, tama yan. Yes, sige. Ikaw, Hill, may masasabi ka ba?
Yeah, well, ako kasi uh, iyakin ako eh. So, especially for people who pass on, no? And I've seen it all, no? Yung talagang, lalo na sa probinsya, my lolo and my lola and my relatives, yung, lalo pag ililibing, yung sasama ako, yung, no? Na parang, like my lola, when my lola died, parang her whole life was tied to him eh. So parang suddenly she really couldn't take it, no? And she couldn't accept the fact. But so later on, as get to learn more about life, alam mo, the only time na nagkaroon lang talaga ako ng shift, and I guess start hearing the reality that, sabi nga ni Manjoe, it's a passage. Death is a friend, actually. Because now you have a sense of eternity, you have a sense that life is just a pass-through,
Mm-mm.
life is fleeting, time. life is short, yung mga ganun, no? Nagbi-build on, then suddenly you see, yeah, this is not the end of everything. No? So, how you view, it's a combination, whether essentially, but of course, sa family though, like Manjo, I didn't get it also from my family, because both are really professionals, and most of the time they were not really that close to us, no. So in terms of mentoring, but they mentored it through the way they live. So yon. Other people, the support group over time, in lang those are the things that made you realize where all of this is leading to, and is there supposed to be fear, or is there supposed to be anticipation, something much greater, and so on.
Yes.
Alam mo, hindi ko rin maintindihan, maraming nakakalungkot kasi maraming magulang ngayon, parang pagdating na sa, well, pinag-uusapan, ang tinutukoy ko rito yung pre-pandemic, pre-COVID na. May mga namatay na kamag-anak, pero sabihin, hindi ko sasama yung anak ko kasi matatakot, yung ganon.
Yes.
Parang,
Yes.
tingin ko parang they miss out on a very teachable moment kung saan nila pwedeng ipaliwanag yung isang realidad katulad ng kamatayan. Ganon.
Tama. Tama. Nung bata ako, naalala ko kasi, well, share ko lang, no, nung siguro mga grade 2 pa ako, hindi ko pa alam talaga, hindi ko maintindihan kung ano ang kamatayan talaga. Well, personally, hindi pa ako nakaka-experience ng immediate death of a family member. No? So, nung grade 2 ako, naalala ko, mag-isa lang ako sa kwarto, and then biglang dumating sa utak ko na, ito palang ibig sabihin ng kamatayan, mawawala na siya forever. Tandaan mo, grade 2 pa lang ako dito. No? So, umiiyak ako noon, pumunta ako kay mommy, tulog siya noon. In-explain niya sa akin ng maayos ang kamatayan na, bakit ka nalulungkot? Hindi ba pagkagantong oras dapat natutuwa ka dahil kasama ko na si God? Yung mga ganong oras. So, ganun niya in-explain sa akin. It's something that happened spontaneous lang talaga na, well, I had to initiate the whole conversation. Pero, okay, nagugustuhan ko yung mga sinabi niyo. Pero, ang sabi ni Hill na kamatayan sa probinsya talagang iba, no? So, paano niyo may explain ang kamatayan sa setting ng Pilipinas?
Alam mo, yung kamatayan, siguro yung kung tutuusin mo, yung kamatayan o yung death, ito yung punong-puno ng pamahiin, tsaka yung mga tradisyon para sa Pinoy. Halimbawa, paano mo ipapaliwanag sa bata na bakit putol yung rosary ni Lola? Ba't kailangan putulin ng rosaryo? Yung ganon. Tapos bakit hinahakbang yung bata sa ibabaw nung kabaong bago ilibing? Yung mga ganon. Hindi sila kakatulong no?
Yeah, very cultural, no? So, especially pag may makikita kang funeral na they have all the things that the message is, dadalhin to in the afterlife. So their afterlife will be much better, and so on. It requires a lot of explaining, but sabi naman, Joe, those are precisely occasions to engage your children, no? And to explain. Parang, don't miss out the opportunity, just let it pass, and as if nothing, wala lang, no? We can initiate it. We can initiate the discussion, kita mo ba yan? But in reality, so on and so forth. Ngayon nga, alam mo, naging problema naman sa akin. Dati iyakin ako. But after you've been given this formation on the Catholic teachings of the last things, problema ko ngayon, hindi na ako maiyak. You know, when my mother died, she died about 20 years ago. Hindi ako umiyak. Because I know that she's in heaven. Because she's so saintly and so on, di ba? So yung ganong klaseng appreciation naman, in terms of emotional reaction. Because it's now become a broader perspective. Lalo, for example, share ko rin, yung mga breaking news na, namatay si ganito in the family, di ba? The children would watch how the parents kasi would react. Isa rin yung immediate, so one is to pray, di ba? Eternal rest, no? So it's the prayer that kicks in. And second, yung tumantuwa ako, medyo kailan din ko rin na, ang banat kagad, meron na tayong additional intercessor in heaven.
Tama.
So pag sinabi yung ganun, ano yun? So, and then it gives you again an occasion to explain to. So, nagiging deliberate din eh. You use that besides again to, okay, alam niyo ba yun? Bakit nga, communion of the saints and all of these
Mm,
things.
mm, mm,
So,
mm.
yun, yung mga breaking news which happens to us, lalo na at our age, di ba? May yung age na marami na mamamatay. And if you're around children, and thirdly, yun nga, yung let's bring our children to the wake. Get them to feel it and appreciate it. Lalo na, ang gagaling pa naman mag-sermon ng mga pare during masses, no?
Oo,
Talagang
tama.
you're able to recenter your life, eh, di ba? So, what is this all about? And so, na doon nasasagot. So, I guess, those are
Alam mo,
opportunities we should
yung
not miss.
natumbok mo, Hill, kasi yung pag nag-attend ka ng funeral mass, you tama, pinagdarasal mo yung yung nakaratay sa kabaong, pero iniisip mo rin yung sarili mong mortality na ako rin, dadating din ng panahon, ako na yung nandyan. Anong ginagawa ko sa buhay ko? No? Hopefully, yung mga ganong tanong, na ipapasa rin natin sa mga anak natin for reflection. Lalo na yung mga,
Actually,
syempre, mga young adults or
yes.
adult children. O, pwede na yan. Diba?
Mm, 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 mm. Pagka usually yun din ang napapansin ko pagka funeral nga eh, no? Ang trend na nakikita ko din is doon nila masasabi kung bakit nga ba ako nandito sa mundo ulit? Ano ba ang rason ko para kung bakit ako nabuhay, no? So kasi 'di ba usually pagka may eulogy sasabihin ng mga tao, ito ang ginawa niya, napakabait niyang tao, etc. Ano kaya ang masasabi nila sa akin pag ako naman yung nandyan ngayon? No? So it's really the why I'm here right now. So maybe that's something that what do you think about that? This is my perspective as a young pro, as a young professional, no?
Uh, yung perspective na uh, malayo pa yung kamatayan. Alam medyo babaliin ko yung pag-iisip niyo na yung mga anak natin hindi na expose, yung maliliit na bata hindi na expose sa kamatayan. Pag tiningnan mo yung video games na nilalaro nila,
Mm.
it's like the children are being trained to kill hundreds and or thousands of people, no, or imaginary people. So parang
It has become a normal thing.
naging normal. Tapos may magsasabi sa iyo sa evening news na papapatay ko kayo, papatayin ko kayo. Yung
Mm.
parang normal na ba 'yon? I mean, ito na ba yung
Mm.
ngayon? Ito ba yung maasahan natin
Mm.
yung tapos yung statistics pati ng COVID. Parang ang tinitingnan lang natin yung bilang ng taong namamatay. So parang nagiging jaded na rin tayo tungkol sa
Mm.
kamatayan.
Yes.
May may opposite effect din.
That's
Yeah. I think the lingo in the house is, the more children hear about, yun nga sabi ko earlier, no? So, life is short. Sasabihin ko, today, we're one day closer to death. Mga ganun.
Oh. Yeah.
Na, you make it a point that, we have to be comfortable talking about death because it's an eventuality, whether you like it or not, or pass your papers, whether finish or not finish. Mga ganyang discussion na nakikita ng mga bata, kasi I'm sure may family na, let's not talk about bad things.
Yeah.
No? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's say, di ba, talo
Oh.
na, tatanungin ko yung ang wife ko minsan, no? And for the children, linawin na natin kila lolo, ano ba, ano ba sila, cremation, anong isusuot nila, and all of these things, no? So,
Yeah.
it's not as if nati-turn off. Kaya many times, di ba, pagka may sakit ang tao, and Manjoe always encounters this problem. Pag una niya pinopost, may sakit ba? Pa-anointing of the sick. So yun. Up to now, there is this
Oh.
culture of
Parang may
nata-turn
stigma.
off.
May stigma sila.
Ano ka ba? Ano bang, what are you saying? Ganyan nga,
Para
no? Which, doon pa lang, tumbok mo na kagad eh. Ay, sabi, ang Orient, may palagay
yeah.
ko, there was a missed opportunity somewhere to make precisely that has come. And this opportunity, lalo na yung pagka nasa departure area ka na, you have to leave this world in an orderly fashion. Don't leave your place in disorder, di ba? So you have to talk about these things very clear of what you want and what you expect. So, yun lang. So, it's an indication na merong missed opportunity once you get those kinds of reactions.
Actually, bouncing
Yeah.
off from what you just said, no, may naisip tuloy akong tanong na, so anong napapansin niyo pagkakamatayan usually? Ano mga tradisyon ng mga Pinoy pagka may burol, for example?
Yan. Ano ba, yung nakakatulong o hindi nakakatulong sa
Well,
pagpapaliwanag?
first,
May
maybe,
mga may supply, may mga bingo, may mga
yes, for example, may nakikita ako usually nagtotong-its, nagtotong
achong,
sa labas,
Yeah, yeah.
yung mga
saka yung isang
kasabihan na,
libo burol.
yes, may mga
Pero
kasabihan din na bawal ka lumabas sa sa funeraria o yun. At siguro
yeah.
anong ibig sabihin nito sa doktrina ng simbahan? Kung tama ba to or ano ang sinasabi ng simbahan?
At, um, ano sinasabi ng simbahan tungkol sa kamatayan?
Well, rather yung mga practice na ginagawa
Mga
ng
Traditions,
practices,
na
practices.
well,
iglesia.
I think it's more tolerance than anything. Wala namang sinasabi. Pero syempre, pag pare tinanong mo, sabihin na, hindi mo kailangan paniwalaan yung mga yan. Sasabihin ng mga pare, mas mahalaga yan, ipagdasal niyo yung namatay
Mm-mm.
para kung nasa purgatorio siya,
Mm-mm.
siya ay magkaroon ng passage papuntang langit. Diba?
Mm-mm.
Tapos pagdating niya sa langit, siya naman ang magdarasal para sa atin. So,
Yes,
yun yung
tama.
sinabi ni Hill kanina ng Communion of Saints. Dapat
Yes.
malinaw din sa mga anak natin yan na hindi lang tayo, yung mga Kristiyano, hindi lang yung mga nanditong na nasa pilgrim church na bumabiyahe papuntang eternity. Pero
Mm-mm.
meron na tayong mga kasamahan, marami ng banal na sa langit na pwede tayong
Tama.
ipagdasal. Yung
Tama.
mga nasa
Yeah.
purgatorio, papunta ring langit yan eh. No?
Mm-mm. Pero
Yeah,
sige.
I think also because of the internet and social media, no, people, there's some changes are forthcoming. Lalo na nakikita na what's the whole practical side of it, di ba? Isang linggo kang nakaburol, magpapapatay ka ng baboy, ganyan, uutang ka para to make sure, di ba? Tsaka ngayon nakikita nila instead of giving flowers, donate it to the proceeds to the
Yeah.
foundation and so
Yeah.
on. So medyo na-educate na rin. But of course, it could be faster.
Mm-mm.
Pero wala, mahirap kasi pag time of death and then you try to question a cultural issue, malalim yun eh. So, so baka dapat ngayon pa lang like already ito nga like what you're doing, no? What is the attitude towards death, preparation for death, and during death itself, di ba? What are the best or the best norms and the teachings of the church?
So okay, so sige, kung isa-summarize natin tong pinag-usapan natin, no, siguro ang una kong tanong na gusto kong itanong, no, is paano mo may explain sa anak mo, no, kung ano ang kamatayan or kung sa kaninong bata?
Pwede natin, una, sabihin natin na hindi tayo dapat magkaroon ng fear, excessive fear of death, no? Because si Kristo, pinagtagumpayan na niya ang kasalanan at ang kamatayan. He was victorious over sin and death. Tapos kung naniniwala tayo sa tinuro ni Kristo na resurrection of the body, then we have nothing to fear. Because I mean to make it the long story short, sabi mo, eventually all of us will have to go to heaven where we will see God, we'll see Jesus and Mama Mary and Saint Joseph and all the saints. And then heaven is a very happy place because everything, all your loved ones who merit heaven will have a reunion. Tapos ang isang pwede natin sabihin is alam nyo mga anak, yung kultura natin sinasabi hindi mahalaga yung kaluluwa. Ang mahalaga sa atin yung katawan. Pero hindi tayo dapat bumili sa secular culture na to no? Kasi yung mga anak tayo mismo, tsaka mga anak natin, dapat mag-shift yung thinking na may eternity, meron tayong kaluluwa. Mas mahalaga yung kaluluwa kaysa sa katawan, di ba? Because yung kaluluwa ay forever, no?
That's true.
Tapos kailangan siguro shift ng perspective from yung the temporal to the eternal. Yun yung shift ng perspective sa parenting.
Yeah. Well, the pain of loss is very real, no? So even for a child, no, you can even start when they lose a pet. Diba? Inalagaan nila yon, they invested time, their emotion to that pet. Then suddenly, nawala. Okay? So, the grief is a natural thing. It's not something that umiyak ka and so on talaga and you're transparent, you know, and there you show that you're there to share the grief and so on. That's beautiful. I think that should be nurtured, no? But as you grow on, it doesn't stop there, no? Then you have to bring in little by little what life is all about. Then depende sa edad on how far they can absorb uh, philosophy and theology, kumbaga age appropriate.
Tama.
But it's end of the day, it's the way of life of the family. Yun nga sabi naman, Joe, how do you teach your children? By the way you live your family. By the kind of virtues that you teach every day, every occasion, and ganyan that wala, talagang teaching is nothing but a continuous thread, no?
Mm-mm.
Of teachings of small things. That the end of the day, they see that all of this is passing. You know,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
a nice car, a career, a nice house. It's just a house. But for what? You build. Alam mo na, isa lang, my one of my last sharings. No? I attended a few funeral ng tita ko. Sabi nung priest, sabi niya, when it comes to death, isa lang, one word you should never forget. Sabi niya, Nissan. Anong Nissan sa mga tao? Sabi niya, Nissan Kusing. Sabi niya, Nissan Kusing, wala kang dadalhin sa langit.
Yeah. You
And
can't take it with you.
all your life, you just have to build whatever you're investing in, not in your house here on earth, but your house in heaven. No?
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
sabi ko,
That's
beautiful.
beautifully said. Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
very well said. Very well said. Okay. Actually, may gusto lang din ako sabihin no para consolation sa mga tao ngayon dahil well, nag-attend din ako ng retreat ano and isang takeaway ko sa sinabi nga ni Hill na last things no. Meron tayong tinatawag sa Catholic Church na apostolic pardon no na pwede mong itanong sa pare na ibigay sa relative mo, sa kaibigan mo kung sino man siya no na ito yung tinatawag nating expressway to heaven no na wala nang stopover to purgatory, expressway na siya, langit ka na agad. So of course provided na you fit the conditions no. Okay. So yung mga sinasabi natin about teaching etc. siguro a bit of a spiel na lang din for our next episode no makikita natin siya in depth then on how we can teach more for the child how we can teach the children more no especially now in the digital age. Now if you've got this far, thank you so much for watching. Now if you like this video, kindly give us a thumbs up and if you have comments on how we can improve or suggestions on what topics we can cover, please type them in the comment box below and please let us well, just to let you know that we read all of your comments. Now, tune in to our next episode on character formation. Till the next video, thank you so much, Manjoe Mendoza and Hill
Thank you.
Gonzales.
Bye.
Thank you.